It's been a long day, and my gosh, is it hot out there. Kind of wish that we were doing those icy, blood and ice missions to help me just kind of like get into a cooler mindset. But instead, this week's challenge is rise up against vegans. Rise up against Negan. That makes a lot more sense. Okay, alright. Let's get to it. Starting off with graveyard shift, kill all walkers. I'm bringing Sasha along because that is one of my daily challenges. You may as well do that, especially if you want to get the prizes from the seasonal events. Graveyard shift, kill everything. And it looks like we've got some tanks. Yeah, so it's kind of handy to sort of see this in action, because then you get an idea of what comes in when. So unlike a typical one, not everything sort of starts on the board. Stuff comes in from the sides, stuff comes in from the bottom of the map. Can't remember, does anything come in from the top? Let's find out, because that will really help with you deciding where to position your survivors. Yeah. Okay. Well, already we're looking at a strategy here. Make sure that you leave. I mean, I'm not sure if these are timed. Kind of looks like once you've killed the last surviving walker of a wave, that's when other ones come in, except for here. So I don't know if they're timed. More research needs to be done. Do walker reinforcements come in when you clear the board, as it were? Or are they timed? We'll have to check that out. But it looks like for the most part you want to hang around the top center of the map, and then you're free from being attacked by the reinforcements. Boombox. Quiet the noise and kill all walkers. Okay. Got another one. If I recall, Glenn is good. Is this the one where we got the car? Yeah, oh my gosh, this one can be tough. You need things like the decimator. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. I think Glenn is a good choice because he can switch off that annoying young people's music that's just blaring. That's obviously making all of the walkers sort of like grumpy and come out of the houses and shake their fists. He can switch that off and still have an action left. And you just... This one's tough because you just got flipping walkers coming out of everywhere. Yes, Glenn making the use of his skill, making the use of that swift strike. Get in there. Switch off that boombox as soon as possible. If you use a scout like Glenn, you're still going to have an action left and you can get there quickly. You might want to consider using bruisers. Again, much maligned class, but they can be really, really useful. And they'd be great here. They're going to get thrown right into the fray, but they can take a hit or two. So that's a good idea. Don't forget your toolbox at a pinch. Lots of crumpled together, clumped up zombies. Just chuck a grenade at them, chuck a stun grenade, whatever you've got, and that can really, really help. And don't forget, if you got Shiva, use Shiva. If you got dog, use dog. Stop them from coming close to you. It's always a good idea. Looks like we start off with a tank. He seems to be hidden from your walkers, from your survivors at the start. So keep that in mind. Don't let him take you by surprise. Okay, I'm guessing that this is a timed one. So you kind of want to clear the board as quickly as possible before more reinforcements come in. You got enough space. You've got enough space to use ranged characters, that is for sure. But then, walkers coming in a means that you shouldn't get too swamped. They're coming in from different angles and sides. So maybe you could use your close combat characters. I mean, Yeah, there's plenty of them. I think a decimator would be a good bet, even at high level. Because you need to be able to get a lot of baddies at a time. And then, of course, just escape here. Yeah, I know that this is a tough... This one can be a tough one. You need to do two things that are a little bit contradictory, which is hit multiple enemies and cause lots of damage all at once. Tough. Tough. Shooters, Sasha as leader, maybe Yumiko. You know, that's probably what I would be going for. Jagged, kill the spiky walkers and get out. Yeah, I think there's 2 spiky walkers. Yeah, I mean, this is, like, related to the Negan storyline, but it's not strictly anything to do directly with him, so slightly strange mission to have in that mission set. Now, oh, who's this down here? Okay. Yeah, there we go. So there's not too many enemies. There is a threat counter, so you can control the battlefield pretty well on this one. Staying central is generally a good idea. Certainly ranged characters are viable. You know, it's not like you're instantly crowded by walkers, which can be a problem for ranged characters. Yay. Quiet noise and get out. Okay, so, oh yes. Scouts. Scouts are a good choice. Shooters, because they can move quickly too. You're just constantly going to be chased by walkers. They can be hidden around corners. Yeah, is there a tank there? Yes, there is. Tanks will appear. It's a tough one. This is a tough one. You gotta watch those corners. Glenn, I think, good choice because he can switch off the radio, still have an action left. That single action that he can provide that you would not otherwise have, it can be so useful. This is one of those ones where, you know, I mean, taking your time, yeah, sure, but don't dilly-dally. Don't let those guys behind you catch up. Make sure that you have enough space so that when you've opened a door, you're going to be able to explore it and kill whatever you find. Don't make it so that a door opens and you've only got like one person with some actions left and they're just about going to be able to reach the door but not do anything. No way. You want to move. You want to move sort of quite deftly, and you want to move as a team. Don't let guys get separated. Yeah, this is a tough mission set. Just is. Beach life. Get off the beach. Oh God, man. Wow, this one's a tough one. This is a take off of the mission episode that ties into one of, if not the worst episode of The Walking Dead. Do you remember which one it is? It's the one where, oh my gosh, I can't remember her name. Shooter character. The one who causes the healing charge. Well, the one where she sort of goes and meets Oceanside. Tara, that's it. The one where Tara meets Oceanside, and it's so dull. I think that's the one where Heath just disappears without any explanation as well. It's really strange. It's kind of a minor character, but he just vanishes. It's not like there's a scene where he dies or anything. He just, you know, disappears. Really strange. Yeah, and then this one, you just got walkers flooding in from everywhere. You've got a goo that turns up from the north. It's another one where you've got to keep on moving. It seems to be a bit of a theme with these missions. You've got to keep on moving. You've got a threat counter, so that just makes things worse. I would say really getting a wiggle on and moving at speed and just outracing that threat counter is a good idea. Just watch out for that goo. Don't let him sort of stun your guys or anything. Tough mission set. Not at this difficulty, obviously. We just breezed through it, but doesn't take too many skips before you could start struggling seriously. So think about your badges. Think about your team choice. Don't just expect to be able to breeze through these missions, because they're tough. And of course, if you have any specific questions or anything that you need a hand with, just ask me in the comments. And as ever, thank you for watching.